Hey Google, stop. Guys, welcome back to another video. Today I thought we would do a little bit of a get ready with me because I haven't done them in so long, and I have been watching YouTube videos all week since being off for Easter holidays, and I am absolutely loving YouTube again. I don't know what it is, but it really just made me want to pick up my camera and film a bulk load of videos for you guys. So today we're going to do a little bit of a get ready with me. I've just got out of bed, as you can probably tell. I've still got my star face on from last night because I had some spots from last night that I needed to sort out because it was disgusting. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take all these off because these are grim, but they actually work so well. Like when I use them, I don't feel any spots anymore. So this is my golden combo. So this is the Filter by Molly May self tanning drops, and this is the Revitalift from L'Oreal. And now what I love is that I can pop this out here and drop the tanning drops inside them and just squeeze a little bit onto here, not a lot because it's quite an oily base anyway. Now I don't know about anyone else, but I find that when I put tan on my face I don't get any spots. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it dries my skin out, or there's an ingredient in the tan that just magically makes spots disappear. I'm not sure. You know what, I try to give my face a really good massage when I do this as well, because I just find it soaks in so much better, but also like my face just feels so much more awake and revived. So that is my face all done, and now we're going to go and start on with the brows. I'm going to zoom in for this little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. I go in first with the Got to Be Glued. Now I don't put a lot of this on anymore, it doesn't need a lot of it on, but this basically just helps your brows stick up. I'll just run it through just so you've got the tackiness of it, and then just stick the brows up like so. Just run a bit of aloe vera oil through them just to make sure they're fully hydrated, because you do not want glue to dry your eyebrows out, otherwise they don't grow back. Well, they do grow back, just not very well. So I just run a tiny bit of that through with the Got to Be Glued, and it makes so much, honestly this makes so much difference. So I've just gone and wet my beauty blender now, and we're going to go in with the foundation. The little concoction of foundations that I use is a Charlotte Tilbury and the number 7 like Shield Defend moisturiser. So this Shield Defend, I don't know what shade this is in. This is just a light tinted moisturiser. So it's got sheer coverage, but this just helps this set on my skin, otherwise this rubs off. Not all the time, it just depends what my skin is going through. My skin's so random and will change all the time with foundations, but I think this is in the shade this is in the shade For Natural, literally For Natural. I probably need to go up to a medium, to be honest. I really want to tan, and I see everyone using mediums and I am just the palest bitch around, so it really needs to change. But yeah, I go with this under my eyes and this on my cheeks. And then I go ahead and blend it. Now I have dampened my beauty blender. I do need to get a new one. I'm going to order the Cocoa by Chloe one because I've wanted to try that one for so long. But if you do not wet your beauty blender, I never used to wet my beauty blender, and then someone was like, what the hell are you doing, like that, you need to wet it for it to work. And oh my god, does it makes so much difference, because the product goes on so much smoother. As you can tell, it just absolutely like melts into the skin. I kind of forgot how much I loved filming YouTube videos since being a little girl. I started when I was about 13, and I did post videos in school. I remember people putting it on the computers and like not bullying, but just almost like being very judgmental, so I deleted my channel. And I just wish I'd have kept going, because YouTube, like I used to watch it, I'm sure as everyone can relate, back in like 2006 to probably 2013. I was on iPads, I was addicted to YouTube. I was watching Zoella all the time. I used to love watching Zoella's beauty, and like the main gang of like Louise and Saucony Jolie's. So I do lightly dab over the eyebrows, as you can see, because when we go back in and fill them, it will just make them look more natural and blended. But that is pretty much all on. Then go in with the Collection Last Infection Concealer. Now this is running out. I don't know how much I've used this, but I am scraping at it just so I can use the last of the product, because I hate wasting product, but also like I just can't be asked to go to the shop and get a new one. And this is in the shade, oh, what shade is it? 5 Fair. So make of that what you will, but I've used this concealer for a very, very long time, so Ella swears by it, so I kind of jumped on that bandwagon. So I'm quite mixed, because sometimes I use the cream bronzers from Refy Beauty because they're amazing. Other times I'll use the Morphe just powder bronzer or the Estee Lauder, but today I'm going to try a very old makeup trend that I used to love, and that is using a dark concealer as a bit of bronzer contour, if you will. I used to do this all the time and people thought I was crazy, but I actually find that it saves you so much money and actually works out. I haven't done this in a long time, so this might not work and I might have just done the stupidest thing ever, but I remember I used to love this trend, especially in the summer, because it just made me feel like my skin glowed. So I'm just going to go ahead, I might have put a bit too much on actually, and you've really slowly got to work it into your skin. And then we have a very glowy foundation base. I'm very happy with that and how that's turned out. I might just have to pick up that hack again. I then go in with the Estee Lauder. This has been very, very loved. It's the Bronze Goddess, and I think it was in, what shade was it in? Number 1 light, as always like the lightest shade for the palest skin, and I just set that. This is a very, very light bronzer, like you're not going to get a lot of colour out of it. It does give the most natural bronze look though, which I love. So this is going into the Jaclyn Hill palette. If you haven't heard of this, this is like my OG, I go to it all the time. And I'm just going to dip into Silk Cream just to go into the outer creases of my eye, and then we'll slowly build it up. I'm then going to go in and finish off the brows. Now I use the Brow Refy pencil, as I mentioned earlier. This is really great because it has 2 different sides. Just go in and I underline that little bit. And then to kind of stamp out the harshness of that, go back in with the other end and brush through. And the last thing I do in my makeup routine is blush. Now I absolutely love blush so much. I feel like it makes a face pop and look healthy. So I've just got this Natural Collection one from Boots, which I find picks up really well. I've had this about a year. I probably need to switch out, and I have been looking for a new blush, and I'm thinking of getting the Made by Mitchell one. So if any of you have that, let me know if it works in the comments below. But I just take the Real Techniques brush that I've again had for ages and apply that all over my cheekbone. I'm then going to go in and line my lips with the Refy. This is in the shade Topaz. Is it in the shade Topaz? No, Rosewood, I lied. So hair is pretty much sorted. I'm not dressed, but I'm ready to get dressed and go out. This is the finished look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's a very sun-kissed look. Obviously very pale. Like if you're pale like me, this is kind of the perfect little combo for you. If you're looking to brighten your skin tone and make your face pop a little bit more, I definitely would recommend. But I'm going to try dark foundation and see how that would work with my skin and what I can do to kind of like brighten it with concealer and stuff to make it match my neck, obviously. And when I tan, it will be so much more easier. I cannot wait to tan. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, guys. It honestly means the world. If you want to subscribe, that also would mean so much to me, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and it is a long road, so any help is appreciated. But yeah, that is this finished look, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.